Which one?
Nope. Third fret. Oh, gate's on, sorry.
On the G string?
Yeah, you kind of like, this is how Dimebag Darrell used to do it, where you kind of drop it so the string loses tension, and then you kind of like flick it and hook it as it comes up. Or something like that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. You can flick it and catch it. It's easier to catch on the way up. Yeah. I don't know why I'm showing you this. This is a bad idea. How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, no.
Canadian Malcolm Young, that's a big one. There you go.
What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night. Feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah. The white Nick Johnson guitar is, it's the best.
Still the best.
Ramses, you are the best.
I remember why I retired this set of in-ears now. One of these is, it's the cable.
Yeah.
I've got a spare set. Do you want some?
We'll see how bad they got. That's
Okay.
fine.
Let me know.
See how many sets of 215s I can burn through in a year.
Yeah.
So far, I'm on 3.
Oh, jeez.
Luke's on 2. Nice. There you go. What
You on
kind
the
of
second set of in-ears?
well, I just get the cheap Shure ones because I'm so hard on them when I'm teching. But what do you guys use for in-ears if you play with in-ears? I'm curious. Actually, I don't think we've asked that on here. What brand do you guys use? Do you use like molds or just like stock Shures, or what are we using? Because yeah, I feel like it's time to get molds now. It's been long enough that I put it off. And I'm kind of curious what you guys are thinking. So.
I have Ultimate Ears, UA7s. Or
So is that what
UV7s.
Luke has as well?
No, Scott doesn't have customs. His dad does, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have 215s.
I have
okay.
very old ones, though. Mine are like, man, 14 years old probably
They
now.
still fit you the same?
They're not as well. Like, I used to wear them literally all day, every day. I had the cable that had a microphone in it, so I could use it for phone calls. So
Okay,
before
cool.
AirPods existed, really.
That was probably a cool thing at the time.
It was awesome. Like, I would use them to mow the grass, anything, because like it blocks out
Perfectly.
everything, right?
Yeah.
And I would have no problem wearing them for 8 hours a day. Now, by the time the stream is done, after 2 hours, I'm like, I've had enough. So
You gotta get them remolded, maybe.
I did get measured for them, or like whatever they scanned for them
The
at
audiologist
NAMM.
or whatever.
No, I did it at Ultimate Ears at NAMM
Right.
2 years ago.
Gotcha.
And then I was like, what? The ones I want are $2,000? Like,
Oh yeah, they're not
no.
cheap, dude. Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
they're
I
not
can't
cheap.
do it right now.
That's
they're
par for
awesome,
the course,
but-
though, eh, Manny? Like,
Yeah, and prices have shot up lately too. Like it's just
Yeah,
it's just real
some of
pricey.
the 64 stuff was like $2,500,
Oh,
which is like high quality. It's good shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
I've got a whole thing with them.
I know you do. It's all good.
So who do you recommend, Manny? Manny is the in-house audio engineer with the most experience with monitors and anything out of all of us.
I'm currently using the ClearTune monitors. I think it's a C6. I've really been digging them. I'm thinking of getting a backup set of like JHs, like the JH13s or something like that.
Peach Pick guys using JHs and
Yeah.
they dig them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Westone one of them?
Yeah, Westone.
Yeah.
Ariel's got Westones right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's what all the guys in the Bros used to have Westones,
Yep.
and like Paul Yee had Westones, and they were really great. So,
Actually, I think a lot of the Morgan
Yeah.
guys use JH too.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
Mike Jeeves from Australia's got Westones.
Nice. CIMs.
Oh, except he's saying that it's been a long 7 months of disappointment.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so maybe not.
Sean has.
Sean has
Old Ears.
Ultimate Ears, like 2017. Yeah, it's
funny. I was thinking, it's like, that's not that long ago. It's like 7 years ago. That's when I bought my car and it was new, and now it's 7 years old.
I have a noise gate on, don't I?
You have one on your board. I'm not sure if it's on.
You've got one probably on your
I can
board.
see
I
it
don't.
from here.
I don't have anything on you currently. Nothing that you would hear, at least.
No, I can feel it gating, that's all. So, do us a favor, everybody. Smash that like button. Also, let's hear, haven't done this in a while, where are you guys all watching from tonight? Thank you guys for joining us for our dumb little Wednesday show.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun doing this, and
Totally.
I've missed a lot of them this year.
Yes.
And I'm going to miss next week's as well.
You missed more
But
than me this year. That's a rarity.
I like my wife kindly
Yeah.
let me know that I have been gone for 8 weeks so far in this year,
Yes.
and I don't know if there have been 20 weeks yet in this year.
No.
But close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then you're leaving again tomorrow.
Yep.
For,
Down to
for 2 weeks.
no 1 week.
1 week. Yeah.
Exactly 1 week. Thursday to Thursday.
Nice. That's not bad.
Back down to the good old Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
Go to hang out with Sean a little bit and Robbie Baker and Dorian once he gets down there.
When is he flying?
Sunday.
Nice.
So my wife and I first for just a
Okay.
little weekend away because my birthday was a little bit over a week ago, and
Right.
that's what we're kind of doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, from Italy. Wow, nice.
Thanks, man.
Chino, California.
It's late over there or early?
It is late.
Yes.
Like
Very
I'm
late.
guessing like
Probably 2 in the morning.
2 in the
3
morning, yeah,
2:30.
2:30.
3 in the morning. Yeah. Come to
Joe.
the
I'm
lake.
not coming long enough to come to the lake this time. I'll be there in September though. Joe's over in Crossville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice area.
Yeah.
There. Brett says in Parsons, Tennessee. Nice.
I
Lots,
have no
lots in
idea.
Tennessee.
I should probably say I have no idea, Brett, or anybody. Like, if you're close to Nashville, there's a few cities that I'll know, but there are so many like little towns and like little
Totally.
suburbs in Nashville or in Tennessee that
Yeah,
I
I
have
was
no
gonna say,
idea where they are.
Even,
So,
even around like, yeah.
what's up, Kyle? Winnipeg?
Francesco, yeah, that is late, dude. I
Yeah.
will be in bed at that time here.
Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it.
So,
Randy, Winnipeg, nice dude.
what's up, Randy?
Welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to see you, dude. Randy came out to Perfecto's
Oh yeah,
clinic night.
Nice.
Yeah, we met him. It's a good dude.
Charles, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Was Charles? Were you? Yeah, you're at Perfecto's clinic. Who else did I meet at Perfecto's clinic briefly? I wasn't there for the whole thing, but that was when I started to get sick there, so I left.
Stan the man.
The Stanimal,
Stanimal, nice.
recovering from surgery.
That shirt rules. Sam's is pretty good.
No, yours.
Oh, yours says Babe.
Babe Corner. It's Chris from Peach Pit's wife's band.
Nice.
Babe Corner, and this is Crybaby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
the name of their
Yeah, we'll put up new merch hopefully here in the next few weeks. I don't know when.
Yeah, I posted that thumbnail where I look super excited for
Yeah.
the stream last week. It was funny. We took so many pictures, and Dorian picked the picture where I just looked so pissed. And I was wearing that shirt though, and more people commented on that than anything. They're like, "Man, wear those shirts!" Like, so yeah, you guys like the baseball tees? It was funny because like I used to wear baseball tees in high school all the time when I wanted to be like an Architects cover band. And then they were out of style, and now I guess they're back because people want them.
Yeah,
Everyone
44-year-old
commented on-
dudes are wearing them. They're
Yeah,
back in style.
yeah, dude. All the people who wore them back then want them now still. So we're good to go.
Dorian's like, yeah, they're coming back, man. Glad they're coming back.
Oh, Brad, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Tore your bicep. That's brutal. That is a really shitty injury. I'm sorry, man. I'm wishing you safe recovery, quick recovery.
Yeah. Rock baseball tees till I die.
There
Nice.
you go. Sweet. Oh yes, Derek, you have to try this.
It's
Okay.
wild.
So, we all tried them. They're not bad. They're just weird.
No.
No,
It
we-
smells like
They're called musk.
We all ate them.
Musk
It's
lifesavers.
it is not even close to as bad as the Vegemite.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
We ate
no,
them
they-
fully.
Luke liked it.
Well, Manny
actually-
It
liked it.
fully smells like perfume, guys.
I
Or like
tried it.
deodorant.
You have to
This
try
is
it.
from Mike Jeeves. Mike, this is the
musk.
the
Mike,
musk.
I don't need to put this in my mouth to know that it's
I'll,
bullshit.
I'll eat one if you want. Like they're not that bad. I just
Yeah.
want you to try it to see
Well,
what you think.
well,
about
I'll
it.
eat one
Just
with
to-
you.
Yeah,
I'll eat one
okay,
with
Manny,
you.
come up here.
I'll
Let's
eat
see.
one. Yeah.
Let's do
Oh
it.
yeah.
I want you to say what you think it tastes like because it's not bad, but like it does definitely taste like very cosmetic.
We'll just say
For
we
sure.
all agreed on the taste.
Is very accurate.
Yeah.
Did
We all
you
agreed
dump
on the taste.
perfume on them before you sent them to us? I thought you were eating one.
I'll eat one. Yeah. Let's do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
let's see. No, they're good.
Okay, ready?
No dice. No.
You gotta try it.
Try it. It's not bad, but it's like interesting.
Here, throw them my way.
What does it taste like to you?
Soap.
I said baby powder.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That's so weird.
It made it.
It
Made it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get a monitor in the way.
They're not like bad, but it's weird, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it feels
not
like baby
Thrills.
powder.
It's not like Thrills where it's like straight soap.
No.
Because I saw a lot of people.
Luke
asking
said
if
it smells
was
like your
soap.
grandparents' bathroom.
Not your grandparents, but my mom's.
I feel like Musk describes it pretty well, though.
Yeah, it does.
I regret my decision.
It's like smells like a fucking strip club at 3 p.m.
Guys, don't chew. They can just hear us. Like they can hear me just trying to chew it and get rid of it.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh
not good.
no, this is a bad idea, man. Why do Australians like this?
I don't know. I think some of the stuff is like it has to just be a trick. You know?
Yeah, it's a dare.
Yeah, everything
Luke
is
had to
like,
jump
hey,
in the
joke's
wa-
on you guys, we don't actually like this, but you're going to try it because you think it's exotic.
Luke had to jump in the lake on the weekend because he made a bet with his friends and lost in
Well-
a dumb card game.
They were cutting cards, and I was like, sure, I'll join.
Yeah.
Sure.
Great
So
story.
since this is the old gear and beers, anybody get anything new this week? I got a bunch of stuff since the last time I was here.
Yeah. Also, Scott, I'm sorry, but as much as I want a Canadian team to win, it's not going to be the Oilers.
Yeah,
but
go Oil.
I agree.
No.
Although
No.
let's get into the controversy. Did anybody see that Sportsnet put up the Oilers winning over the Stars before the game happened? The score was wrong.
Well, it's like the election. They make media for both scenarios so that they can do it right away. Someone
Nah,
prob-
the NHL's rigged. That's why the Jets are out.
Oh, okay, got it. Sorry, conspiracy. Everything's a conspiracy, guys. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's the same as the news where they literally have both stories ready to go in case it happens, and then they probably just accidentally published it. Did Edmonton win?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wouldn't have taken that. I thought,
know.
man, honestly, my whole thing was I thought whoever won between Colorado and Dallas was going to take it. So we'll see. That would be
Dallas?
crazy. That would be crazy if Edmonton beat Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't know if they'll beat Florida or New York, but we'll
Flo Rida.
see.
I only care about football now.
Nobody cares about that either.
I'm ready.
Why? When does it start, Luke?
Like September.
That's not happening for a while, but
It's Scottish season now, bud. Nothing else matters now.
Yeah.
It's time for good old what's his name? From Eastbound and Down. Kenny
Kenny
Powers.
Powers.
Good old Kenny Powers wave runner times, buddy.
yeah.
So yeah, I got a few new things. I didn't bring any of them out for tonight. We'll maybe mess with them the next time I'm back. I played a couple of rat style pedals, and now I'm on a
Oh, you dig them?
and I'm on a quest to find some rats. So I bought like the 1981 Innovations. I bought the Warthog from Thorpe. And I bought a shitty rat from Mosky or whoever. Like, I'm sure it's bad, but
How are you supposed to run that? Are you supposed to run a rat into a heavy channel, or is it like it's like a boost, or do you run it as like just a clean? Sean.
yeah, I was like, I have no idea.
Well, Sean did the whole video on it, and like one of Sean's rev time videos, and it sounded killer.
I have a vintage rat as well, so I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how long this candy's taken for me to get rid of it.
I just immediately ate it, so it was gone.
Yeah.
I didn't say I liked it. I just said it was like eatable, edible.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marty. Yeah, this Sir is Derek's, and it's pretty sweet. I like it.
So it's kind of the shops. I mean, we're building Keith a D40 that we traded for that.
Yeah, Keith, I should have an update for that on that for you soon. I'll keep you looped in if you're watching.
So this week we're talking about pedal platform amps, and shameless promotion for us. The old Memorial Day sale starts tonight or tomorrow, and the D25 is on for $200 off in the US and A, and $250 off in Canada, in the old funny money. So we figured we would like kind of compare the two. We've also got like several B stocks that I had posted about in the Rev community on Facebook. If you guys aren't part of the Rev community on Facebook, get in there, stir up some shit, give us some controversy, you know. telling me that Sam looks ridiculous and that his riffs are trash.
I was trying to figure out that Hot for Teacher riff in my head as you were talking, so that's why I looked. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I figured out that tapping lick finally, and it's less complicated than I thought. But anyways, side note. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Sean, I do have the pack rat that you sent me. Yep. I have a bunch of different rat styles. I just figured, kind of like we did with the Klons, let's get a bunch of them together and then let's, figure it out. Do we take CT money at par? No. Nope. We would like to stay in business. There is no G25 in the works. Man, I would love Eddie, I would love to know, and I would love everybody else's opinion on the stream. I don't like high gain combo amps, and that's one of the biggest reasons why we've never done one. I tend to think that like modern high gain stuff should have a closed back cabinet. I feel like that's where it shines the best. It's nice and punchy. What do you think, Sammy?
Yeah, close back. I think so. I think the combo thing is different in high gain. Like, even when PV made like the 6505 combos, like obviously at that point it was Chinese versus American, but just the whole vibe of it is different, you know?
Well, even the 5150 combos originally, they're stupid heavy. They don't sound as good.
Yeah. I don't think, maybe it's not, like, but again, some of the Mesa combos sound great, you know?
Yeah, but the Mesa combos that I like are their low to mid gain stuff, or like
exactly.
their more crunchy stuff, like the Lone Star.
I think it's a different vibe. For me, high gain.
Tweed.
High gain is either big cab or direct with the two notes.
Yep.
But.
The SA 126, that's Wolfgang's new guitar. Like the new signature Wolfgang. Looks very cool.
I will say, the Intervals guys, like I was messaging with Jacob and just asking how that tour was, and they were like, "Man, it was literally the best tour we've ever done ever. Like they're the best. Wolf is the best."
There's such a good crew of dudes. Like,
yeah, they were like literally
in that band.
Yeah, they were like literally the best crew of people ever. Like that's
so is Frank
awesome.
Sidoris. They're like just great people.
Yeah, 100%. Sean says the best Mesa combo is the Green Dot Mark III. You tried that? I don't know if I've tried that one.
I have not. I've only played Mark 5 and up.
Gotcha. Lone Star combo. That's when I was thinking of Marty. Yeah, Lone Star combo was great. Those used to be around all the time.
Yep.
And still are.
California Tweed sounds good. That's one of their newer ones, and I've played the Fillmore once.
Yeah.
The only combos I buy, I had a Marshall JMP combo, but I just sold it actually because I never use it. And it doesn't sound anywhere near as good as the heads. And then the Fender combos are like the only other combos I have.
Yeah, Deluxe Reverb or Princeton or something will obviously do what it does. And we'll talk about the Fender thing a bit too. But yeah, I feel like if I'm doing the combo thing, it's generally to have that functionality, like the platform.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Brett, we're gonna have some B-stock and like demo.
We're actually here to talk about
G20s that'll be on sale starting tomorrow. That'll be up on the site. So if you're looking for one, it'll be a good time to pick one up if that's what you're after.
Yeah, there'll be a few things going on tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and Andy Timmons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Lone Star combos. I don't know if he's changed over to something newer, but yeah. So what's up, Robbie Baker? There he is. Yes. Rob he texted me, he's like, "Hey man, are you on Rev Time tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait, Gear and Bear."
Gear and Bear.
Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, you can also call it that."
That's the wrong niche, dude.
He tried like 4 times to get it right before he finally
voiced
got
the
it
text.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
There's custom color D20s. There's a seafoam green one. I don't know what else there'll be. I'm assuming there'll be a white one. There's a pink one for sure. I don't know what else. There's a whole bunch. We have about 30 of them. Rich, save a D20 for me. Dude, you work here.
He has been asking me about that.
Yeah, you work here. Like, just come talk to us about it. And by us, I don't mean me because I'm not going to be here for another week.
It's funny because he asked me and I was like, oh, I'll start cool we can do on it. We're just going the loop now. So
Yeah.
Rich does want an app though. We'll figure
Okay.
it. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, and we forgot to say, like, do us a favor, smash that like button, press that like button, do whatever you want to that like button that makes people all happy about it.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Oh, yeah. And just so you know, like 75% of you that watch are not subscribed to our YouTube channel. So what you could do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you'll see all the other dumb shit that we do and the cool shit that Sean does, and sometimes Sam.
Sometimes.
But mostly Sam putting up shorts of me looking like a moron, like taking some screen cap from the stream. So why don't we give him this week's?
I will say, I've only done
you go.
those when that's like when I open the clip, that's what it
Yeah.
opens to. Yeah, it's like that's the only time I've done those videos is when it opens to a good
I'll see.
one. Yeah, it's a lot of like that.
Oh yeah.
I'll stop doing it. I thought it was funny.
Like, I look like the biggest stoner that doesn't do drugs ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Dorian.
Dorian. That's true.
Dorian
He
is a-
sounds like the biggest stoner ever.
Oh yeah.
Devin, what are the extra costs associated with ordering directly from Rev versus Sweetwater? I don't think there are any. Like shipping, if we're charging shipping at the time. But otherwise, if you're in the U.S., we drop ship. Or not drop ship, but we ship internationally, and we take care of any of the customs stuff on your order.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yep. What's up, Landon Bailey? Has Rev ever talked about doing any combo amps under $1,000?
I don't think it could be tube.
I mean, it could. It just would have to be built overseas. The reality is, it is impossible for us to build anything here in North America for under $1,000. It's just not possible. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd love to know what you guys think about that. Like, we talked about doing some more amps in the Alpha series line where we tried to get to a lower price point, but that we went to overseas manufacturing for that to try to have something that was a little bit more like price point friendly. But
Yeah.
we're not crazy about it because, you know, you hear the horror stories of like when PV moved their manufacturing overseas, like the amps kind of suffered very badly.
For sure. And then if there are QC issues, it's not as directly in your control, which still represents you.
Oh man, I mean
Like,
the
yeah.
thought of getting a container load of amps and then being like, oh, they all are shit because they messed something up,
Yeah.
and now we have to try to find a way to fix it is just a nightmare to us.
Yeah.
That being said, I mean the PRS, like the MT15, and I guess my guess is now the new GGT15 that just came out. Those will probably be built. Well, I know the MT15 is built overseas.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the DGT15 is going to be built in the same place, but
Probably.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popcorn and
Dave's
playing
eating
guitar.
popcorn while playing
Do
guitar.
I eat with my fighting
Nice.
hand or my picking hand?
Both.
Picking
Yeah.
hand.
So we're going to talk about. Yeah, the shipping to Australia is always going to be
It's the
like
disastrous.
not worth it.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry, man.
If we're going to do something like that and you want like a demo amp, just hit me up, and I'll see what deal we can work out with our distributor there. And yeah, so
The easiest way is definitely going to be going through distribution because we'll send over, several skids of stuff. And then from there, internally shipping it is so much easier than.
yeah. Anybody see me on 5 Watt live yesterday, like 5 Watt World
That was sweet.
with Keith?
Yeah, I watched from The Office.
Nice. I saw Rev comment, so I'm like, Sam's watching.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it was fun. So,
Yeah, it
how
was
well
cool.
does the G50 do edge of breakup tones? Extremely well. The G50 will do anything from like great cleans,
Yeah.
honestly, all the way to like super tight.
The
hugging.
second channel is like that without having to actually push it. It just has that. And that's one thing I'll say with the generator amps. Like, they're voiced in a way where you can get that feel and response without having to actually rip the amp to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the second channel just feels that way by default,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, the D20 and the D40 are designed so that you have to push them to get that more because they're your platform thing. And that's kind of what we'll talk about. Like, those types of amps, I guess, are just voiced to have a little bit more of that range because generally they're one channel. The D40's two, but
Yeah.
like D20 or like a Fender, it's one channel. That channel has to be able to kind of push and pull as you need it to. But with the generators, it's all in one, and that channel is meant to exist just in that range and feel that way from the get-go, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you say from the get-go?
From the get-go. The beginning.
There we go. Gary Baker's cabinet shipped, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Sorry, it was later than I said it was going to be Gary.
Oh, no, are you thinking of Ron?
Oh, I was thinking of Ron.
I think Gary's might be up next. Like, we just got the wood in for that today, so David will be doing that right away. So, Gary, it's coming. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. That's my thought. It wouldn't be worth the quality. For China, yeah, it just wouldn't be worth dealing with the potential issues. Like, even with, you know, some components, obviously, some smaller components we're forced to get overseas because you just can't, like, again, as Derek's saying, you either can't manufacture them in North America or the cost is just too crazy. And even just dealing with those variances, it's like I wouldn't want to deal with a whole amp, you know? Like, who watched Sean's preamp video?
Yeah.
I really like how the G2 sounded in that application. So thank you, Sean.
Well, Scott, if rev time is above your level, we're here for you. Sam and I will not be at university level for you at all. Well, I shouldn't speak for Sam. I will not be at university level.
University level of what?
What's that?
University level of what?
Like skill and like content.
Oh, with music?
Like,
Oh.
We'll just be.
I don't know,
messing
man.
around
I'm not really I'm not very educated in that regard.
Racknail preamp. We've had a few people ask about it, but no actual plans for it yet. What's up, Jay? So the point of tonight was to talk a little bit about pedal platforms. So, and what makes a good pedal platform, what makes a bad pedal platform.
And also plug the pedals.
And so we can do that now. So hiding behind me are for the Memorial Day sales that are happening at Sweetwater, Reverb, all of these places. We have limited color options here on the G Series pedal. So this black sparkle that's kind of like the G8's black sparkle for the G2 with green knobs, and then the G3 black with purple knobs, and the G4 black with red knobs. And I don't know if they're live on the site yet, but
They will be at midnight if they're not now.
yeah, I'll just say that all of our pedals will be 20% off during during Memorial Day sales,
Including those.
yeah, you bet. So
As well as $200 off of...
what a great shot, Luke. You're doing great.
Panicked a bit there.
Yeah, doing wonderful.
D25s also.
Yeah,
are gonna
$200
be
off of the D25.
Yeah, $200 off the D25.
And still, currently, you can customize Tolex for free for the rest of May. So, and then in June it goes back up to $100 or $130, whatever it is. So, so who here that's watching uses pedal platform amps? Like, who prefers to get their drives from pedals or their gain and their drives from the amplifier? What is your preference, Samuel?
It's funny because I think I just like different, like if I'm doing the high gain thing or if I'm doing like higher lows or intervals or anything like that, I would go with like a G50 or a 120. I think just because of the way the amp is voiced, not necessarily because of the form factor. I just like how those high gain heads are voiced for those sounds.
Yeah, let's ignore whether it's big and heavy or anything like that.
Oh man. I think I'm probably more of a multi-channel amp guy, to be honest. If I had to guess, I think, because then I mean I obviously need certain effects, but like I like having an amp that I can bring in, like if I need a small board just for form factor, it's like, if I have the G50, I can bring in delay and verb and I'm good. Like I can make that work for anything. If I have the option to have a bigger board, a single channel amp's nice because then I can put so many different things on that to kind of adjust the flavor of that amp. Like I'm not limited to what's in that amp. So it goes both ways. I think presently I'm more of a multi-channel amp player just for the specific gigs that I do. Yeah. I think that could change depending on what setting I was in.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I'm going to steal from what you were saying there. It would depend what I was doing. If my band still existed and I was playing my band, absolutely multi-channel amp
Like
and just
120.
modulation effects.
Yeah.
And wouldn't bother with like
for sure.
drives. I don't even know if I would bother with using like an overdrive to like boost the gain because like we have aggression levels. So I would just use a 120 now.
But now primarily playing in church.
Yeah, definitely an amp with pedals.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that for me is that like I'll use a pair of D20s with pedals, but I only really use 1 or 2 drive pedals, and
Yeah.
I only turn them on and off just based off of what I feel like doing at the time. Like it's
Yeah,
not like
100%.
I make a lot of changes because I'm like, oh, this is the right sound for this part. It is just like, oh, it's not going to be quite as loud right now. I'm going to turn the chat breaker off. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, that's honestly kind of a nice thing about running the pedal platform thing is like you just can arrange it in a sense where all of your gain staging is just right in front of you and you have that much control over it.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of control just tinkering with it on the ground too. So like there is a certain flexibility in being able to control that way.
Yeah, I also think if I played in a gig like you did, I think I would be a little bit probably more obsessive about trying to get the tones from
the
specific
sounds.
sounds.
Yeah.
Where at church, I purposely try to sound like the green channel from our amp. Like I try to sound like me. I have Luke will attest to the fact that are you still eating those?
He's eaten half. Look how
my
much is
third one.
left.
That is disgusting.
Dude, go
but,
eat soap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We have
I don't know. With certain gigs, it's pretty specific. Like with intervals where I was like a hired person to play those songs, it's like, you know, like the first couple tours I did, Aaron just programmed the sounds and was like, here you go. And then after that, once I learned, like at the time we were using the Axe-Fx's, and after that, once I learned how they worked and we were starting to new songs, I would start programming the sounds, and he was like, okay, like you know, we're good.
Yeah.
You can do that, but it was like, you know, I would sit at home and listen to the songs and like try to get the patch as close as I could possibly get it to the recording, right? So,
well, yeah, like you playing in the Big City All-Star Band where you're
Yeah.
going from like ABBA to Guns N' Roses, essentially. right?
Totally, yeah. And Carlin is like very, very particular about sounds. Like he's a great producer, and he actually has been able to extract and sample like actual keyboard sounds from like old songs and stuff. And it's wild. Like he has like literally the exact sound for everything. So
But
it's
he's
like,
okay with you not chasing after that.
no, he wants it exactly like it.
Oh, wow.
He wants exactly the sounds, and that's why we get along really well, and that's why like Steven and myself really get along with Carlin on that gig, because like we know how to dial like
Gotcha.
if it's a specific like it's funny because like it's kind of similar, not the same tone, but like that U2 sound. It's like that's a very specific sound.
Yeah.
There's a couple pop sounds like Shut Up and Dance or whatever with like that dotted eighth delay where it's like you need that sound to play that riff.
Right.
Like you know. So there's like Carlin is very much like, you know, we're getting paid to play the songs. Let's get it as close as we can. And
Sam,
yeah.
Sam, for those of you guys who don't know, Sam plays in a band here called the Big City All-Star Band, which is like the like big, like I think it's fair to say it's the biggest.
It's the biggest corporate band in Winnipeg.
Yeah. So
I sub with them frequently. Like I would say I do. Yeah, like a good, enough gigs in a year that it's like regular, but I don't do it like every week.
Right.
Steve Arundel is the main guy for the gig. So whenever Steve is unavailable, I'll do it. Whenever I'm unavailable, we have a guy named Ryan Chung who will do it. Ryan's great.
Yep.
Occasionally, like Ariel used to do it from time to time. Joey, I think, has done them in the past. Like
Yeah,
I think
called me.
I never called Derek Eastfeld. He gets screwed up. I think a lot of those dudes have done, like Aaron Shore has done it. You know, there's a lot of those guys, but yeah. Oh, Stan, you know Carlin? That's awesome. Yeah, Carlin is the band leader.
How come you never called Luke?
Yeah.
There you go, Luke.
What's up with that?
Too tall.
Yeah. Too
Yeah,
tall.
Don't blend
Yeah.
into the set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought it was called
Carlin is the band leader. He's the keyboardist, but he's also a great producer. And yeah, like his attention to detail with the sounds and stuff, like Stan is saying, with production is like crazy. So
I thought it was called the Big City All-Star Band.
it
Though.
is.
I'm bigger than you though.
That's great.
So
Big City, not Big Luke.
That should be your band.
I'm gonna
dude.
do it.
The Big Luke All-Star
Big Luke
Band.
All-Star Band.
Big Luke
What if you
All-Star
got
Band.
like 5 dudes named Luke to play in a band called the Big Luke All-Star Band?
You know what's funny? Peach Pit was almost called Peter and the Virgins because they couldn't think of a band name, and Peter was the only one who had a girlfriend, and he was dating the singer's sister. They literally almost called the band Peter and the Virgins, and then they named it after. They had a song called Peach Pit, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we'll just call the band Peach Pit."
That's awesome.
And that was it.
I think we have to see like put a call out to Winnipeg musicians to find 5 other Lukes that play, and you can form a band.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Yeah, Luke Moore.
Big
You got
Luke.
2 guitar
Oh,
players.
there
There's
we
2
go.
of you already.
Big Luke and the Littles.
Somebody asked what we're drinking. I have, it's summertime, essentially, in Winnipeg. So it is time for...
There's already 2 Big Luke country singers, Luke Bryan, Luke Combs. There you go. Cheers.
Time for Stiegel Radlers, boys. I got
I'll
the
just-
lemon one because I already had the grapefruit one for dinner.
I'll just call him.
That's what you had for supper. It's the grapefruit radler.
Yeah. Along with, actually, all German then, like Stiegel Radler and pierogies and sausage. Although pierogies aren't really German, that's more Ukrainian, Polish. But
The kraut and cabbage.
There is, I also just learned there's a really good German sausage place by my house.
Portage Meat and Deli.
Is it?
Yeah.
On Sherburne?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
I don't know, Sherburne? Yeah, maybe.
Sherburne and Portage?
Yeah, I think so. That's where I went and bought the sausage today. Because I was at Lander's place and he lives on Sherburne.
I'm curious. Oh, he lives on Sherburne?
Yep. Yeah. Everybody cool lives down there.
Didn't know. That is 1 street over from me.
Yeah?
And I
Nice.
think Chris Hanna lives there too.
So, yeah. So, I'll ask it again because we just kept talking. So, pedal platform or multi-channel amp? Everybody in the comment section, go. Yeah. Manny, you?
Pedal platform amp. Yeah.
Is that also because you play lower gain stuff most of the time?
Yeah, I don't play anything heavy, so play lower gain stuff, a lot of worship stuff, so
Yep.
yep.
Nice. Multi-channel pedal platforms. I'd also love it if you guys, if you're part of the Rev community, do me a favor on Facebook, do me a favor, go in there and tell me what your favorite pedal is, excluding, like, I'm not fishing for anybody to say our pedals. So I want to know what you guys all use that I might want to check out. So, yeah. Your favorite's the Strymon Timeline, Luke?
Yep, real reliable. Doesn't break on me.
Is that Dorian Preston, the old DP there? The OCD? There's no way that's Preston.
No, we
They'd be
thought it
calling for
was
the Timmy.
like a year ago.
Yeah.
It was not him.
Yeah. All right, so for those of you who use pedal platforms, I'd also love to hear what you guys are actually using for pedal platform amps.
Microcosm, Devin says, that's a really, really cool pedal. I don't know if you've seen the Microcosm before.
I haven't.
By Hologram Effects.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
make
have.
really, really, really
Yeah.
cool stuff. Yeah.
Somebody told me to buy one of those, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So somebody said the Wampler Ecstasy. I've got a Wampler Ecstasy. I actually have one of the prototype Wampler Ecstasies that the guys at All Pedal Now, or like WGS, gave me one time when I was there as a gift. And I was like, thank you. Because Wampler pedals are awesome. So. What's up, Eric?
Eric, what's up, dude? Well, let's try some of this stuff.
So, yeah. Pedal platform amps.
Discontinue Orange Tremlord.
Rob Baker, single channel and an SD1. Let her rip. You're a liar, Robert. But did Fluff use the SD1 in the, he just did the demo of the DGT 15 and he put some sort of, like a yellow Boss overdrive or something into it. And I don't know if that's SD1 or if that's like OD1 or what, but yeah. Yeah. So Sam is running through his board, or I should say one of our demo boards.
One of the shop boards,
Yep.
yeah.
And he's running into the D20 and the D25. So he's got it set up. So we get a lot of people that ask about the differences between the D20 and the D25. So we'll touch on that a little bit today.
There is a bit of a difference. Yeah, it was funny. I haven't like directly compared them, but just the way the preamp is voiced is definitely a little bit different. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm running into a D40. And then I also have the ABY switcher hooked up. And by I mean Manny was so kind to set that up and get the amp all fired up for us today. And we got the Captor X's. And by we, Manny reset the Captor X's and got them set up so that we have the Rev 4x12 as our stock preset for the amp wall. So now when we're comparing things,
It's actually
we're actually
directly-
comparing apples to apples. So
Yes.
So yeah, so like right now I'm into the D40. I'm on the drive channel with the boost on, the gain pretty high. I'm gonna go to the clean channel though.
Yeah.
For this.
Tyler, when he's using that, he's using the clean channel, eh?
He's playing what?
When Tyler's using that, he uses the clean channel, just like cranked, yeah.
Yeah. So so I want to talk about like what makes for good pedal platform amps and what makes for kind of shittier platforms. And so we've got 8 options for amps that we can hear on the wall. We can also just mess around and hear some of the amps, like not just as pedal platforms if you guys want tonight. So I got the Friedman BE50 Deluxe, Generator 740 Mark II, 5153 6L6, 50 watt, the Slash AFD 100, Soldano SLO 100, Bogner Ecstasy, Mesa Triple Rectifier, and a 1966 Fender Bassman. Yeah, oh, there you go. Look at you. Oh, you guys programmed it so it would do that? Because you knew I was going to do that?
I programmed it
Nah, look at you.
while the intro
So,
was playing.
Yeah, so like we can go back and forth between like the D40 and then to the Friedman, and I can dial some things a little bit on there so it's not quite as dirty. So yeah. So let's start with you and comparing like D40 versus D25.
Cool. So I will say, just because there was some weird phasing stuff, I just have currently the effects hooked up to the D20. So I'll turn those off, and then if we want to hear the D25 with effects, I can just repatch the effects loop pretty easily. So let's get rid of that for now. So right now I'm going into the D20, and I think we've talked about this a few times, but I'm a fan of the gain pulled. Also, this one is one of the ones that we have for sale.
Yeah.
Will be going for sale on Memorial Day. This is one of the demo units. We got a couple of these Seafoams kicking around, and they're very sick. I'm surprised they're still kicking around, to be honest. So, yeah, you like running the D20 with the gain pot pulled out.
Yep, I run it right there.
Yeah? So this is literally like straight in, nothing else.
Yeah, I want just a little bit of dirt, like even like my D40. Like that's pretty much too clean for me. Like what I probably would do is I would probably be on the second channel for like right around there.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when I like here, like, because then if I go to the bridge, you know, it's still clean, but a little bit of dirt there.
Yeah.
So with the D20, it has a push-pull pot. With the D25, it actually does have
The gain boost.
The gain boost button, which I also enjoy leaving pushed in. But with the EQ set pretty similarly, this is the direct difference without anything in front. So here's the D20. Here's the D25. Reverb.
Yep. That's one of the differences on it. So between those two, the major difference is the top end.
Yeah. So here's the D20, which is a bit darker.
Yeah, here. Man, are you okay if I turn it up a little bit? So that's closer to level match, right? guys can instantly hear the top end difference, I'm sure.
D25, and keep in mind, we're running the 2 notes out. So you're not actually hearing the combo portion of the D25.
No, this is just the
you're
amp.
literally hearing just the amp through the 2 notes. So this is like a direct comparison of the amps, not including the fact that it's a combo. So D25, here's the D20. D25. Sharper, you know? Here's a little bit of reverb. The reverb in here is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Then D20. Yeah, top end is the biggest difference.
Yep.
But when you
There's
you know,
a bit more headroom on the D25, so.
and the way that translates, when you hit it with a drive, like here's the, like on a lot of the corporate gigs, I'll do the D20 with the G2 for like a gain. Like the G2, I'll kind of think, like when I am using a single channel amp or a pedal platform and I'm using the G series pedals, I kind of think of those as my channels. And I know we just did the thing of running it as a preamp.
Yeah.
I usually will just run them in front in that setting. But they do like hitting something in front of the G2, the way the G2 reacts to that is similar to boosting a channel, right? So I kind of think of that as like my gain channel.
Right.
Essentially, so. So this is the D20 with the G2.
Dude, I love that Terrible made fun of you for the camo hat, because I was trying to find a way to crack some joke about it, and I was like, none of it's gonna land properly.
No.
No,
What
about
hat?
like,
What hat?
like not being able to see part of your head because.
What? He's not
What
wearing
hat?
a hat.
Yeah, I don't have a
what
hat
hat?
on.
Sam's finally solved it.
That's the D20. Here's the D25 with the same pedal and setting.
Okay, so go back to the D20 for a second. I'll go to the 25.
Sorry?
Go back to 25. That's closer volume-wise, right? Yeah.
Volume-wise, yeah. And how's the EQ?
I'm turning the treble up on here to bring some more top end in here to see how it affects your pedals.
So that is matching it a little more. Yeah, because the EQ just responds a bit differently, I think, is the main thing.
The top overall, and if Sean is still here, he can comment on this because Dan and Sean worked quite a bit on the D25's voicing, because when Sean tried the first D20, like when he did his video of it,
Right.
he said like, hey, if you guys ever do a V2 of this, I've got some ideas. And while there's not a V2 of the D20, when we were doing the D25, Sean was like, I got some ideas about some things we could do a little bit different.
Yeah.
What's up, Barry? What's up, Perf? Okay. So I would say the D25 is just a little bit more present.
Yes. And for like that
Not
type
just top end different, but it shifts.
for like, like that mid-range thing. There you go.
And
Yeah, more complex top end. on the
obviously, I
D25.
have it dialed very differently than you, but
What's up, Perf? How's it going, dude? Perf posted our little factory tour that we did today. It was fun.
So, and this is the D40 on the second channel. So like that, that's my clean, like just ever so slightly pushed. Yeah,
Well, it's
like
pretty close actually, eh?
you got
yeah.
a bit more dirt on yours.
Yeah. That's the clean. That's
But-
the second channel.
Yeah,
Huh.
well, because I rolled it way back and I put the boost on.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But then with the G2,
Yeah, it's close. Ours are pretty similar sounding too. There it is.
Yeah. The G2 is still one of my favorite pedals out of everything we've ever done. I just, yeah, like it does everything. Like, yeah, it's a green channel. It's a green channel, my friends.
That's Derek's favorite.
How many of the D20s have we produced? Around 3,000.
Today, or if you guys are a little dark on that tone, the D20 does sound a bit darker than the 25 for sure.
Yeah.
Barry says, so the D25 was basically designed to be the rev pedal power amp. It drives a cab normally too, right? Well,
Yep.
It's just an all-in-one solution. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Barry says, didn't Trey Xavier do a video where he boosted the G2 into the green channel and basically, yeah, totally, man.
Yep.
The way they stack is great. Like, you just got to get a little more saturation. The second channel is certainly a bit drier, like on purpose. It's, you know what I mean? It's not quite as like compressed, but you can make it do that if you drive it the right way, for sure. Oh, Joe, D25 silver front plate. We could do that, dude. I'm assuming Joe's messing around with the amp designer right now, where you can order custom amps at no upcharge.
Man, this guitar is so noisy. Do you think the pot's screwed?
Probably. That guitar always is, dude. We've replaced it twice. Do you know who Shahar is referring to there, Cliff Chase? I don't know if I do.
The level of
Interaction between us and Cliff Chase. I'm not sure who that is.
from Fractal, lots.
Okay.
Not myself, but between Dan and Cliff. Dan and Cliff went back and forth a lot.
Okay, that's so when they were doing the models, yeah.
Yes, sir. So they actually used like our schematic, which Dan never lets happen, but let Fractal do. So that's so there's a lot of collaboration there. So
It's funny because Aaron told me now all the intervals live patches on the Fractal he switched to the Rev.
Yeah.
Which is sweet.
nice. So this is my like the D40 with the G3.
That's pretty good.
My guitar is crazy noisy and I don't want the gate.
Is your gate off?
Yeah, I turned it off.
So this is the G3 into the D25. Dude, I would play with that tone all day. Well, that sounds good, dude.
Yes.
Dang.
The G4 being boosted by the G2. All right, so here's the G4.
You're gonna want your gate for that one. Oh yeah, cool.
I rolled all the gain off of the G2 to boost it. Like
That's the move when you're doing the boosting. You're just using it for a bit more saturation, really.
Yeah. So Sam can do that boosting thing better than I can. Like,
Do what?
Like you know how to like. I don't use overdrive pedals to boost things.
Yeah, let's try
So.
it. Well, yeah, like I would dial back the gain on the G3 a bit. Are you doing the G4?
Yeah, G4.
something like that.
Or you could just get a G3 instead.
That's pretty good though. Like blue aggression for sure gives it more tightness. Like without.
Yeah. That is not at all how I would use either of those pedals. So
Let's try that in the G3 though, because I feel like the G3 does boost really nice. That's like the classic Meshuggah tone, right? Yeah. Nice. There you go. Yeah. That'll do
it
it.
sounds like there's more mids dialed. Everything sounds pretty.
I will say, here's the tilt boost.
Yeah.
Tilt boost is like right away, dude.
He is using the. Are you D25 or D20 right now?
D25 currently.
D25 with the G3 and the tilt.
Here's the D20 with the same thing. D20 is just a bit darker from what I'm finding. Oh, that sounds good though.
Barry, the tilt boost is we have a pedal with Sean Tubbs, his signature pedal called the Tilt Overdrive, which has a drive on one side and a boost on the other. So does the boost side of the Tilt Overdrive pedal in its own standalone pedal with a clipping switch for, like a drive switch that gives you a little bit of clipping, and it's an 18 dB boost. Tilt DQ.
Yeah, Brett was asking what I'm doing. So this is without the tilt, and then this is with. I gotta dial the gate a bit differently, but essentially what the tilt boost is doing, honestly, I'm pretty much just running it at unity. Like it's not actually boosting a lot of level. I actually just did a video on YouTube about how I use it for this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a great tool to tighten up any high gain tone. Even if it's already tight, it just like makes the low end more, tight,
pronounced.
I guess, pronounced, yeah. So level wise, like I'm running it at unity, so there's like not really much of a volume difference. The tilt EQ, I'm slightly scooping out the low end by going a little bit counterclockwise, and then with the tight switch, I have that in the middle setting. That's pretty much it. Sorry, with the, D25. Or there with the drive switch, sorry. I think this pickup has something going on.
Yeah, it's
I think the switch is causing it to phase out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna try the guitar?
Yeah, let's try the Anderson. We got this used. It's a great guitar. I'm curious to hear if that's what I'm hearing here. Pass that over. What kind of pickups are you using, sir? Guitar you're playing? That's I think it's just the Sir pickups, like the. Well, I mean, they have lots of different types of pickups. So that's very general, but whatever Sir uses in their factory, like mid output. Ooh. What time do you leave tomorrow? Do you leave early?
Yeah, I leave it. Flight's at 9:30, so it's not bad because I go to fly to Toronto first. So, what pedal do you guys like for a modern high gain sound in front of the D20? G3 pedal.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
not that.
did that because of the pickup on here. And on this very stylish one that you could pick up currently. Ooh. That one. Black Sparkle G3 with limited edition with colored knobs.
The Budlander. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Perf, I'm headed to Nashville for a week. Yeah, I got a Les Paul here. No problem. Purple knobs.
Yes, he needs some. I'm just gonna chug all day, boys. This guitar just has some sort of spank to it, man.
Yeah, it's crazy nice.
It's real good.
It's carving it real good.
Brett got a screenshot of that pose. Nice.
Nope. Hello, Lester Paul.
Lester Paul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the,
So we meet again.
Yes.
I'm gonna put the effects loop into here. Which without
So you wanted to hear the G3? So
Oh no.
or G2?
Sorry. Oh, I figured it out.
So here's the amp. And then, like in the blue aggression mode.
Brett, the clean tone is the D40. Yeah.
How did it move that much? Like
It's a
when I
good
just
set.
tuned
Good old Lester.
Yeah. Good old Lester.
And that's the chat breaker with the tilt boost, which is my favorite combination on my board.
Sounds killer.
Because it can go from
Do you see the default is opening for Motley
What's
Crue?
that?
You see the default is opening for Motley Crue?
no way.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can do that gig.
Yeah.
Somehow. That would be sick.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that'd be a
That'd
good
be
one.
awesome.
Clayton, if by my strat you mean the store I was just playing, it's great, but I love the Anderson too. They're both awesome. No secret, I love this guitar. So, look at my man doing the cam shots like a pro. Luke's on it. He's doing it.
Finally just doing one thing today so I can focus on it.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna try my other Les Paul and see if it likes being in tune at all today. What are your guys like for everybody watching? What's your number one or your go-to guitar? Mine's that Schecter Nick Johnson Strat, and I think right now I'd have to say a close second is that Novo Sears J.
It's so
Like,
good, dude.
it's-
I picked it up earlier today to do that reel, and I was just like, oh, the neck, like right away. And I will say, that's one of the only guitars in here that the frets did not pop on over the winter.
Right.
Like the neck on that thing is just solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Nick Johnson doesn't move either. Like the frets don't pop on that either.
Wow, Mike Jeeves says he saw Default with Simple Plan and Nickelback in 2002.
Oh.
So, Mike, if you ever hear us talk about Dallas Smith, the country singer I work with, he's the singer for Default.
Yeah.
I did a tour with them in 2019 with Stone Temple Pilots. It was sick. It was like a reunion tour, but that's crazy. Like, obviously those bands were still big back then, but like none of those bands, well, Nickelback and Simple Plan definitely are nowhere near how big they are today. Yeah, they're huge today. You're an E flat. Maybe I'll grab the Novo.
What is it? I'll grab the Novo. I just want to see how this sounded. It sounds good, but it's not going to stay in tune either because Les Pauls are not my best friend that way, but they do sound badass. Badass. I got some chips for later there, boys. They're just hanging out here. Just tempting me to ruin some guitars with. I'm actually going to stop by Novo next week when I'm in Nashville and go see Travis.
I really like Novo Saris J's. Just wanted to put that out there.
You do? Oh, like so
Yeah,
for when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bringing things home?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let Travis know that you really like them.
Thank you.
I have a feeling he's going to be like, who's Luke?
Probably.
Yeah.
The tall one.
I'll be like, you worked with him? And I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Dave, throw them in the garbage.
What's that?
It says fried egg flavored chips.
Oh, why? No bueno. It's almost as bad as the Musk candies that...
Luke keeps eating them. They're almost gone.
Do you actually like them, Luke?
Tell me that doesn't sound so good. Yeah. So that's the D40. The Dynamis Series amps are built to be, so like Dynamis Series, for those of you guys who don't know us, there's Generator Series amps, which are the, modern high gain amps, and then the Dynamis, which is meant to be more of pedal platform, more blues country style stuff. So
For sure.
I'm playing through Dynamis D40. Sam is D20 and D25 right now.
Yep.
So it's kind of all of our pedal platform stuff. What makes them good pedal platforms is the fact that the cleans have, they're really smooth and rounded. They're not brittle. They're kind of flat, actually.
Yeah.
Manny, would you say that that's a decent, EQ-wise, right?
They're pretty balanced.
Like, there's nothing that's spiking that when you hit it with a pedal is going to get, nasty.
Yeah, it's just a nice balanced sound for you to kind of do what you want with.
I think that's the thing. It's like, as we kind of just said, when it's one channel, it needs to be able to go in any direction, whether that be not as hot or hotter or brighter or darker. So you kind of need a fairly decent starting point.
Dude, that's just...
Balanced starting point. Using P90s, so it's all good. Okay, lights.
Interesting.
Lights. No! Nope. I don't think it's gonna help. I think it's power.
No.
They thought my humor was funny. No.
It does not like that brown protein pedal right now. What is it doing with the...
It's the P90s, dude. Yeah, I know what's happening. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear that either.
Nice.
Yeah, Mike, new reel incoming.
100%.
It was funny. I saw my buddy Brendan, Higher Lows hung out as a full band for the first time in a while yesterday because we're just finishing up an album actually.
Yeah.
But Brendan was like, "Man, who's doing your social media?" He's like, "I just laugh." I was like, "Great, that's exactly what we want."
Right.
I was like, "Me, it's literally me and Derek and Sean, just yeah, it's the best." Hot take.
TJ. What's up, TJ? So I'm going to switch to some amps that are a little bit less pedal friendly, but I'm going to let you do some kind of stuff with yours because I'm going to change, or actually, can I give you this guitar for a minute and let me just dial some of these amps? Because I want to dial them more clean.
For sure. Yeah. Do you want me to play through that? Yeah. Yeah, totally.
So you don't need to unplug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Brett, the band I'm referring to is the band I got with a few of my buddies here called Higher Lows. It's just melodic kind of punk band stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
I'm going to see TJ in a few days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
immediately I was like, why isn't the tuner working? no matter what.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Can you hit the ABY to? Yeah.
Dude, this guitar feels amazing.
Yeah.
You'll probably
So
want to sit
solid.
in Derek's chair so you can change the amp as well. Oh, no.
How's that?
What are we doing? Just going right to the
You're
amp?
just going.
Who are you
Yeah.
talking to?
Oh, that's nice, yeah. Dude, this guitar feels insane.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Thousand tons of that. Oh, Robbie, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. What's my least favorite pedal of all time? Whatever one Derek finds that he can make noise with.
That's weird.
Sounds kind of
Turn
weird.
the loop on and listen to that jump.
Sounds like you're playing a Jaguar now.
Yeah, it's just weird, like honk.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right.
It does there though.
Not really.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's good. You could dial her back a bit, yeah. Now that I boosted it.
So you can't get the AFD to clean up enough to even warrant being close to a pedal platform. So we're just gonna skip the AFD for that. The SLO kind of has a similar problem that, like, it doesn't want to switch to the clean.
If you're looking for the switches are in the back, so good luck to you.
Yeah, the switch for the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. So best of luck.
Okay, that would work.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, there's the Bogner. me just see what's going on here. Why didn't it switch to? Oh, it wants the foot switch. Let me just see if we shut this off and then start it up on a different channel, if that'll help. No. Is the Mesa foot switch there by any chance?
Here's a good question for you, Derek, as we're doing this.
Yep.
Brett asks, what do you guys think of all the cloning stuff nowadays? Do you view it as harmful to the amp business, or is it welcome because it will never sound like the real thing? We've seen a few examples of both, I think. We've seen some stuff like with the clones, for example. We tried all the clones, and like the gold one was the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Hit this for 1 second. Yeah. I don't have a problem with it with a lot of things, but it depends on what they're trying to do, right? Like if they're essentially trying to, you know, like JHS, who's like expanding on, you know, a Rat or a Tube Screamer or whatever pedals he's expanding on, right?
I'm getting one more.
No problem with that. Or like Harby doing, you know, their take on a Klon.
Yeah.
I think that there's lots of people, and like we all stand on the shoulders, or I shouldn't say we, like Dan, as our designer, you know, like everybody stands on the shoulders of Fender or somebody else that came before them. They're all building off of something that's already existed. And they try to create new sounds and new voices, which I think if that's your goal as a designer, I think that's great, right? Like if you're gonna take something and try to expand on it and make it a little bit cooler, you know, a little bit different, then that's awesome. I think if you're gonna just decide that like, hey, I'm just gonna copy somebody else and I'm gonna use their branding to try to sell it, that's the place where I get kind of annoyed.
What? Sorry?
What's that?
Nothing.
Which effects?
I said,
He sneezed.
No, which one did you say?
I said demon effects.
Oh, Demon Effects, yeah. Yeah, like, if you're gonna copy the G3 and call it the R3 and make it purple, that's lame.
With all the same text.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that's one thing. Being inspired is another thing. You could say the same thing about writing a song. Like
Yeah.
we've all been inspired by other musicians and riffs, and indirectly we'll take some of that.
Yeah,
But-
my favorite G3 demo that was ever done, like when we did our initial like launch of it, was Rob Baker did like an in-house thing for us. Like remember when Jason Ross and them, like we shot a bunch of stuff in Nashville?
Yeah, totally.
and-
Jason's demos of those were crazy good.
Yep, and Rob Baker, him and I were talking about it last night about the fact that like he did a riff that like is 100% like inspired by Unskinny Bop by Poison, and I thought it was killer. Like,
Yeah.
And Rob's G3 demo to this day is still my favorite one that was ever done, or like that video that we did was my favorite one of the G3 demos, and like. So yeah, like I don't really have a problem with it. You know, I don't love when people are trying to clone things. Also, like if things are current production, that's kind of lame to me too, right? Like a lot of stuff that is being cloned is stuff that's out of production, like plexis and things like that just don't exist. So, yeah. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I guess to me, if you're not trying to use the original brand's name and that to try to sell your product and try to piggyback off them. Like we've had a number of guys that try to clone our pedals and use our branding to try to sell them, and I think that's bullshit. Like we have spent so much time and money to try to like get the word out about our brand and to grow our brand over the last 10 years, and like if you want to then try to come in and copy what we've done and cash in on it, I think that's lame. Right? And that goes for anybody who does that. But in the same breath, if you got something like, say, the Klon, right? You can't get the original Klon now, and other people are trying to do something similar, right? I don't have a problem with that. The KTR is also really difficult to get, and really expensive to get. I don't have a problem with that. So, but you shouldn't use Klon in the... Like, you shouldn't try to use Klon's name to sell it. Although, that's also a tough one, though, because when I think about that, that's not so much using a brand, because we've now associated the name of a company with a sound, Do you know what I mean? Like a
Totally,
tube screamer, you know, they're not trying to knock off Ibanez. They're trying to knock off they're trying to improve on the tube screamer.
Like the
sound.
concept of what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the Klon is kind of the same thing. It was just a sound like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with lots of amps too. You know.
Yeah. So.
Any wizards on the wall?
No,
No, but we tried
I
one
wish.
and it was
Yeah, they're
great.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone says copycat is bad, but it's okay to build a taste of something. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mike, thanks, man. It's funny you commented that demo, and I was thinking I've had the riff from that demo forever. From that demo video, I've had for like a bajillion years.
That's from a demo video?
Yeah.
That's not just from the testing room?
That's not a testing room riff.
Oh, it's not?
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No, the testing room
Okay.
riff is the
Yeah.
which is Leave No Stone by Intervals.
Nice.
That one that whole thing. I wrote that when I got home from the first tour I did with Intervals, and it was like very Intervals inspired, and we were gonna use it for a new Gia song, but we decided not to.
Okay.
So I just have had that song kicking around forever and never done anything with it. So it's the G20 or the G20. Wow, the G3 D20 G8 demo song
Nice.
is what it is forever.
Do I have any solid state amps on your shelves? No, I do have a Johnson Millennium, but I think that is still, there are tubes in it. Might just be preamp tube, like not power tube, but yeah, so. I lose respect when I see Canadian companies copying Canadian companies, not naming any names, but I used to buy their stuff until I saw them copy the rev pedals. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, we have our branding is trademarked around the world. So, if anybody does start copying our stuff and starts using our name to sell it, I send them a quick email being like, hey, go ahead and, do your version of this, but you got to remove our branding and not try to use our branding to sell it. Just try to sell it on your own merits of it being a good product. And that's what I think most people should be doing. But yeah, it's like Kleenex, it's its own thing now. Yeah, exactly. Same with Coke, right? Like the amount of times you're down south and people are like, can I get a Coke? And they're like, is Pepsi okay or is something else okay? And they're like, yeah, no, I just mean like
A cola.
I need, soda pop. Sody pops. Scroll back up there. I guess the only thing I have any issue with is I don't want our tangible guitar stuff to be done away with. I fear people will see these clones of digital stuff or physical clones will ruin things. I don't think so. I mean, I think, people like, Dan, our, president and designer, I mean, those guys, they're born with a gift to create things.
Yeah.
And kind of like a bug, like the same that you are to write music. Like, you can write things so much better and so much faster and so much more complete than I can. Right? Because I don't write all instruments. You can program everything.
Spend more time doing it, but
yeah, but it's not just that. I can also market things and think of ways to title things and do other things way faster than you can.
Yeah.
Because we just all have natural inclinations of things that we're, that I believe you're kind of born to do. Like that, just things that just come like completely naturally to you. And I think for designers like Dan, that's one of the things. They have this desire to create things. And I don't think that will ever go away. The same as I don't think no matter how much, Spotify or, music royalties or any of that get shittier and shittier, people aren't going to stop writing and performing music.
yeah.
Like, as much as people are like, no one will be doing this. No, you bet your ass they will, because there's some people that's all that they can do. It's all they want to do. You know what I mean? So
ChatGPT can make you a pedal. It can't write you a song.
What's that?
I said ChatGPT can make you a pedal,
Yeah,
but it
exactly.
can't write you a song. And even then, it can't make you a pedal. That was the point.
It can write you a song. Have you heard that, the, like, beer and trucks, like, AI song? Oh, dude, there's a country song that they were like, write me,
Yeah, but
beer and
it
trucks and
literally
girls
just
country song.
farmed that from pop country music, because all it does is source info. It won't come up with any new ideas.
No.
It'll take other ideas and rearrange them.
Of course.
But-
Of course so. Cheap riff-off can be okay or terrible. An expensive rip-off can be great or terrible. except to cork sniffers who will swear it is still great. Joe, you're 100% right. There are things that I have played, including Dumble amps, that I have played some that I am just like, I don't get it. I don't know why anybody thinks this is fantastic at all. And then I've played some stuff that no one has ever heard of that, yeah, is phenomenal. Like, it's the way she goes, bub. It's the way of the road.
Sometimes she goes. Sometimes
Yeah.
she doesn't go. What was the song using the Generator 120 Mark III that I did? I think I just made it for that demo. That was when we shot at Stobie's basement, I think, right?
Yeah.
Who mixed that? Eric Hill mixed that. Our buddy.
Yeah.
Eric Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had him do that for us because we didn't have Manny or Dorian at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as they're super transparent when using a similar color/name, but they should have fun with a clone, in my opinion, or straight up clone/ripoff is boring. Yeah, again, hey, what's up, Andy? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, again, I just think that, like, if you're just trying to save money, like pick on us. If a G Series pedal at $229 is too expensive for you and you're trying to buy the Chinese ripoff for $50 or $80 or whatever it is, that's lame. Because they're essentially taking intellectual property that, no, we cannot copyright and cannot protect because it is an analog circuit. We can't do that. But they are taking the work that we've spent. And again, the work that we've spent in getting people to hear that sound and have some sort of positive association with it, and they are trying to cash in on it. And that to me is wrong. So, but, I get it too. Like, in the same breath, we don't make stuff inexpensively. Like, we manufacture in Canada, and we have a whole group of people that live on the other side of that wall that we try as hard as we possibly can to pay proper living wages so that everybody can enjoy their lives and live them. So, that makes things not cheap. I mean, we could, honestly, if we wanted to, we could cut our production staff in half and offshore the vast majority of what we do, and probably be very wealthy. The owners of this company, like Dan and myself and my brother, would be very wealthy from doing that. But none of us have any desire to do that. That's not why we do what we do. We're not just in it to make a buck. If we were, we would be doing this in other industries, not the music industry.
Yeah. First step to making money: don't be a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't try to sell things to musicians.
Don't try to. I was gonna say, don't try to rely on musicians for income either. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
That's my rant over about that. If you guys disagree with me, that's fine. You can. So, Robbie, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I will give him credit that he is one of the people that I sent a message to and said, hey, remove our branding from your site, and it was all removed within a day. So, yeah. So, yeah, and I'm sure he makes good stuff. I most of what I've seen that he makes is clones, and again, it's clones of stuff that already, or like still currently exist. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. So, Dave, I love that. How do you become a millionaire in the music industry? Start with $5 million. And I used to use that joke all the time. Like, what's the best way to get $1 million? Start an amp company and put in $2 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which I did not put in $2 million, just to be clear. That Dan and I didn't do that, but the joke still stands up. So
it does.
Thanks, Brett. Yeah. I mean, it's weird for me to talk about the culture here. I would rather that Sam or somebody else does, because as one of the owners and essentially the boss here, I mean, it's easy for me to say that, like, yeah, everything's rosy and we try to do everything well and right. And it's not, obviously, always, but
yeah.
I mean, we do try not to be shitty employers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are in here because we don't want to enjoy working in the industry we do. Like, we're all here because this is something that we want to be doing. And obviously, as we're making jokes about, musicians being broke or whatever, I think honestly everyone's broke right now. And we do make a luxury item. So there is that, and there is that aspect of, sometimes things get a little crazy, because especially in the state of everything right now, like, if people are spending their money here, we really appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
It's tough out there. So yeah.
Yeah.
And we obviously want to do what we can to to make these things as attainable to people who it's going to inspire, because there have been times where that's what's kept us going. So
Yeah. Landon's right. That's the new Rev site slogan. Rev, we try not to be shitty. That is honestly the mantra of our company in product design and in how we.
we should literally make shirts that say that.
Yeah. Rev, we try not to be shitty. Sorry if we are. Like.
And then on the back, be like, sorry if we are, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not exactly a pedal platform, but that's the triple rectifier, man. Even the rectifier with this, like.
My guitar just rips, dude. It's a nice bend.
It's so muddy.
You're using P90s.
What?
Hit that with some humbuckers in the recto.
Yeah.
Try with some humbuckers.
No way. Where's your, like... Oh, your gate's killing him. It's cab number 2, right? This cab disappeared.
D25, dude, sounds really good.
Will we ever see something like a 50-watt single channel from Rev? Oh, Rob, what a great idea.
We have, we've not like talked about it in a sense where it's something we're planning to do, but we have thrown that out there for sure.
Love to know how many of you guys like the idea of single channel amps. I'm going to start off giving you my opinion. I often only use one channel on a lot of the amps that I have because I feel like a lot of things are really great at one thing. Like, not that they're one-trick ponies, but they're like really awesome at one thing, and that there's something else that's better at, the other channels that they have. The exception to that is the Generator 120, and that's actually what drew me to Rev in the first place, was that I felt like it had 4 usable channels and not like no afterthought channels. So, yeah. Just a reminder, you did say yes to a Rev Flex Fit ball cap during a Gear and Beer. We have some. I just haven't gotten them like embroidered. I just have to get it done. So
Green
a
channel,
50-watt
50
green
watt.
channel, 100-watt would be amazing. Yeah, we've talked about it.
Building the tilt into it.
Yeah. What about 100 watts and no channels? It's just a power amp. Yeah. It's a light bulb. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of like one-trick ponies that are then expensive, so that's part of it. Yeah. So, Luke, it looks like you have a comment. You leaned forward like you wanted to say something.
Nope, nothing.
Oh.
Just
Well, then sit back, dummy.
Sorry, you were talking about one-trick ponies, you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Country Pantera.
So about pedal platforms, I'm going to say one more thing before we go back to talking about that. So this is the only Fender that's on the wall. So let's see how it takes the G3.
I would use it with humbuckers.
Not great, but what's that?
Humbuckers.
Oh, fine. Fine.
For high gain, the Novo is like one of the best, if not one of like the best guitar we have here. I just think for that type of sound, you want a humbucker.
Did you eat all of those musk?
Dude,
I got 2 more.
if your breath breath doesn't smell like a toilet bowl tomorrow,
Okay.
I'm gonna be pissed.
What's that?
I said if his breath doesn't smell like a toilet bowl tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed.
I brush my
If you're
teeth.
standing close enough to him that you can smell his breath, there's gonna be a
You
problem,
can smell
dude.
some people's
Yeah,
breath
we-
from across
we do.
the room.
Yeah. You do?
You're just not here for it.
Okay. That's weird.
Doors closed.
Sometimes
We don't
you-
have a names art
sometimes you can-
department, and that's really good.
Sometimes you can be across the room.
What
and
up,
smell
Rick?
breath. It's fine.
Yeah. His dad's that way. His dad drinks so much coffee that I often bug his dad that I'm like, did you eat shit sandwich for breakfast or what's going on here? So go have coffee breath. I'm like, do you literally have coffee that smells like shit? Because that's what it is.
Maxwell House. No, Scott's a
Ooh.
hipster. He went to Tom Bargain.
Scott, if you saw an AFD, a
Little
mint
sister.
AFD for 3,200 Canadian, you should buy it. Those amps are like normally like 4,500 to 5,000 US. Best Marshall I have. Just saying that.
That's great. Is that what you're playing through right now?
No, I'm playing through the Fender, and I wanted to touch on like. So okay, let's go back and forth. Fender versus D40. So can you pull my level down a little bit, Manny? No, not really, right?
I'm gonna match it in the stream here. Just give me a second.
But if I switch back and forth, will that work or no?
It'll work, just not in your ears unless I actually do some changes.
No, I don't care about any years. So as long as it's level matched for them. Okay. So here's the D40, and here is the basement. And I'm not trying to shit on the basement. I own a couple of them. I think they're great amps. And they are kind of one of the basis for a lot of the like Fender pedal platform stuff that exists, right?
That and the Princeton, I would say, are the two.
Yeah, and the Princeton's bad for pedals, I think, because it's so brittle and bright.
It's funny though, 'cause, like Chris from Peach Pit plays a Princeton, and some of the tones he gets from it are like, "This sounds awesome." And it's funny because he's the only dude I've ever seen use the volume pedal at the end of his chain, and he literally rides it like half to 3/4 the whole time because the preamp won't just get totally destroyed.
Right.
And then as soon as he wants to hit it, he'll lay into it, and it's like, just like
Yeah.
it just smashes it. So it's like you just have to think of it that way, I guess. And yeah, he's the only dude I've really heard where it's like, okay, I could get on with this, you know?
Okay, nice. So there's the Fender. There's the Rev. So I'll let just one big chord ring out. There's obviously a lot more bottom end in the Fender, and it is not dialed to have way more bottom end. It's
boosting the highs.
It's not even at. It's not even a half.
Basement,
Like it's not
so.
at neutral. So, yeah, we're using the Ampede, and then I'm using Radial. So we're using Ampede amp switcher for my rig right now, and then both Sam and I have Radial Twin City ABY switchers. So I'm direct from my pedal board out of the ABY switcher into the D40 on like the B channel of the ABY. And then the A channel is going to the Ampede. And the Ampede is running a Captor X with the Rev 4x12, the same preset that we use as preset 1 on the D40 or on any of our amps. So we get asked a lot about like the difference between the D40 or like the Dynamis Clean versus a Fender. And I mean, there it is for you guys to hear. So to me, like, it's a lot more like mid-focused, but it's not toppy like a Vox, right?
Yeah, totally. It's more balanced. Jason from Worship Artistry just posted a thing talking about the Vox versus like more of an American type sound, and it's definitely like
Yep.
a more scooped mid range and more bottom end, you know,
Yep.
which that to me is like
Yep.
the thing with the basement.
Now this Basement is a 1966. Like this isn't a newer product.
Look what Jan just said.
What's that? Oh man, what? What? Oh,
Derek said he didn't see
I'm
that.
so sad for you. And was it a CSA edition too? Because it was Canadian. Because if it is, I mean, I have an '85 JCM 800, and that thing is so good. Like, it is here somewhere. Marsh, the Randy Marsh amp. Yeah. So, okay, so D40 Basement, okay? Here's the G3. So let's talk about it taking high gain stuff, right? G3 into the basement.
It is definitely fat
And then D40.
though. The lows are more focused.
Also, the other thing about modern amps that you can't beat is just purely like noise floor. Like there's the G2 into the D40. Switch over to the Fender. For sale in Denmark.
That's gotta be the basement.
Needs more modulation. I've got modulation.
Ah.
But not on this amp because there's no effects loop on the. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try something different then. Let's try the 740. Why don't I have any modulation, Manny?
Is it on the
Any
D40?
ideas?
Which amp is that?
It's okay if it's not there. Don't worry about it.
You should have some now on the amp wall.
Yeah, I hear something, but it's weird. You hear it?
Yeah, that MP effects unit has been giving me. Seems to be dying on us, so I'll switch it out next time.
Okay.
Dang it.
What are you doing there, bud? Just seeing what I'm doing? Yeah, it's okay. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, it's. We're
So
noticing
this
that.
is the G3 going into the generator 740.
Sounds great. Green channel? The green channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a D40. That's into the G
G740.
Gen 740. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Friedman though, because I don't really know what Friedmans are like as pedal platforms.
I'd imagine it's like a more focused Marshall, right? Like it's probably gonna sound great.
Yeah, it's a little more nasally like than the
Yeah.
D40.
Yeah.
Not that that's bad, but let's try Chat Breaker.
That's the 740.
No, this is D40. Friedman.
Interesting.
So it's kind of destroying the front end.
I like how it sounds though, because I think play it again, just on its own, without those on, just
Okay.
like the. Interesting. Hit that with the tilt boost.
What's that?
Hit that with the tilt boost.
Yeah, it's still a little like.
It's drier for sure. G2.
What's that?
G2. With the tilt boost.
What's that?
With the tilt. Yeah, top end is more open for sure.
it sounds to me like it's really smacking the front of the preamp. Like,
Yeah.
but
Doing the Marshall
like,
thing.
let's see. So that same thing. That's into the Gen 740. So it's not just the ones in the Ampede. It's the 50 and 53. That's actually significantly better than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Like it's dark. I turn the presence up, but that's the Bogner. Yeah. Soldano's out because it's stuck on the drive channel. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Like, the top end's going away on the Bogner.
It's like frequency cancellation.
What's that?
Frequency cancellation or something.
I don't know. So like, from that to. What did you say, Luke? Sam? Oh.
Saying, Sam, do you want to try and dial that Bogner?
What?
Do you want to try and dial that Bogner?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm interested in. Like,
Well, I'm just wondering if...
listen to the top end, right? So, and if we go to the, okay, so here's the rev. Top end, right? And then I bring in the chat breaker. With a tilt boost, right? And then if I go back to the Bogner, so here it is. There's still a decent amount of top.
Yeah, I didn't realize how close it sounded to the 740.
It's the chat breaker's just like clipping the front end of it badly.
I don't know if that's what it is.
G3 sounds pretty good.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And like go back to the You're saying the G3 sound or the chat breaker sounds better than the G2 BB? There's also an issue of volume. Here. Like I wouldn't say it sounds better. I think it's just different. Like, but. Brett wants to know what exactly it is you do here, Sam.
Well, I do a plethora of things. I don't.
Yeah.
No, other hand.
Does
Okay,
everyone have 20 minutes?
Brett, I'm going to let you know preemptively, this is on purpose. He knows this is bad. He's doing it just to get a reaction, and I'm going to clean it later. So that's fine.
He just knows how much you do here. That's why he's getting ready to just sit back for like...
So I run, when I say run the shop, I'm the production manager here. I do a decent amount of the social media, do a lot of the service emails and inquiries. Oversee...
He is the jack of all and master of all.
I kind of oversee a bit of everything. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of act as the person that takes care of that. And if there's something I need help with or can't deal with, then I will involve Derek. But otherwise, yeah, kind of just try to oversee everything that's going on here, both in terms of production and media and service support and morale. I want some. That's the problem. Nah, dude, I can't.
Do it.
No. I'm not
Join me.
I'm not gonna crack.
Join me.
Nope, I'm not gonna crack. No.
They're so good.
I know they are. Got those tasty things
Oh,
on my
bud,
face.
there's such thing as a good bag of Old Dutch and a not as good bag, and this is a good
Get
bag.
that dang thing out of my face. No, I'm not doing it, dude. You can sit there all night. I'll wait till after.
No. Sam is essentially like, yeah, the production manager and kind of like my right hand here.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
that's probably,
I would say so.
yeah.
Yeah. For better or worse.
Like anytime anybody has a question, I'm like, Sam can answer that for you. And Manny is the left hand.
Yes.
But my left hand disappears a lot, apparently.
Well, so did
For
your right.
large-
So did your right hand for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're back.
Luke is the armpit. I mean, at least you didn't say you were the butthole, dude.
Nice. That's funny. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So, what are those fingerboards with that old Dutch oil? Yeah, man. Why not? What do you think? Could we do sausage slide? Have you brought me down those sausages? The brat slide?
Hollow it out and get the fingers going.
I don't know how you do that stuff. No, I can physically see.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of.
I'm not blind.
Yeah, just muting is the main. With tapping and two-hand stuff, muting is definitely the main thing. Just making sure you're not creating like a lot of that.
You want me to try it?
Well, it's a group of 5. I was just trying to figure out what that is.
What are you doing?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's what the pattern is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're changing from this chord to this to this.
Yeah. I'll stick with the maximum amount of tapping that I do being 0. And
That's my goal. I'm going to teach you the Hopper Teacher solo.
where's it?
So it's up and then down. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. That.
It's literally that pattern, but just moving the frets.
no.
Right?
Yeah.
That was. Turn the gate off.
Yeah. All right. What other questions you guys have? We got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, what? Did we try the apps?
I did.
We tried the 5150?
Yeah. You want to hear that with pedals?
I think I do. So, I will say, aside from, I mean, I'm also making an assumption, but aside from the rev stuff, what's your favorite platform out of
that
these
was
that you've
the-
tried?
That's 5150. Dark, but we could dial the presence up in that on there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everything at noon and the presence pretty much at noon.
Yeah.
So it would need to get a lot brighter.
Oh, the Johnson's not out, Pooh.
Yeah.
We gotta get the Johnson out again.
And there's a D40.
If anyone heard the Johnsons not out poo in a different context, I don't know what they would think of this.
That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed. I was like, you said that so casually.
But dude, I'm here every week. I know what the deal is. I know what's being said. You know? That's
Nice. Michael, I think the limited edition pedals are coming to Australia. I have to double check, but I think so.
Nice.
Yeah. Think you like the Bassman most as a pedal platform? Yeah, that's the Bassman. Here's the D40. I just had reverb on mine, nothing else. So, anyone interested in the Friedman Plex? Yeah, it looks really, really awesome. I played it at NAMM. It sounds really good too. I'd like to play it somewhere that it wasn't the NAMM show floor. Yeah, Nick Johnson is Canadian, right? Yes, he is. He is from Guelph, Ontario, I think.
Yeah.
Have we had him in at Rev yet? No. He's is he Orange amps right now?
Yeah.
Like I know he's been with Friedman, Orange, and Mesa.
He's
kind of since I've met him.
Currently Orange Injector. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it says turning off in 58 seconds, Luke. Press any button to cancel.
I would assume that's the ATEM based on the graphic, or is it the TV?
No, it's the TV. Yeah, Nick is a great player. Andy Timmons is a great player. There's a lot of good dudes like Mark Lettieri, Ben Eller, Andy Wood, Seth Rosenblum.
Yes,
A lot of the dudes from
Lots of those dudes are
a lot of the dudes that are at the Woodshed Guitar Experience. Yeah, lots of guys you haven't know, like that you guys don't know of. Like here, I mean, Sam is a killer player. Scotty Craker that works here is a killer player. Yeah, Joey Landreth is local.
I mean, Ariel's from here.
Yep.
Yeah, Joey, Ariel, Chris Ulrich.
When is Taylor from Pretty Reckless going to be here? We tried when she was in town, man. And instead we got that video of Luke with her. Yeah.
Give more context,
Oh,
please.
Miles Kennedy is crazy unrated as a guitar player. Yeah. And a very, very good human.
Who's the most underrated guitarist of all time?
Kurt Cobain.
Had a style for sure.
Luke. No.
I'm gonna say Prince.
Prince? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like he's not underrated as an artist. I'm saying specifically as a guitarist.
I think he's properly rated. I think
Yeah?
a lot of people say he's underrated, and now that has brought him into the properly rated
Fair.
echelon,
He rips.
if you will.
How about Hammett? How do you feel about Hammett?
Overrated.
I like Hammett.
Overrated. Listen to this guy.
Yeah, I'm not
Listen,
going to call him
come on now.
underrated, but he's
No,
good.
you know what? I'm not gonna say overrated either because he has a sound. He made a career off that sound. People love what he does. I can't actually say that and be serious. I don't know. I think. Yeah.
Our very own Sean Tubbs is the most underrated guitar player that I know.
Oh yeah.
I think so, yeah.
10,000%.
Yeah.
Yep. 10,000%.
I shouldn't say underrated. Everybody who knows him knows how good he is.
If you've met him, you know. But you should have. You
but
should
if you
know
don't
him.
know Sean, I'm gonna put him way high on that list.
Actually, yeah. If people know Sean, then they know. And if they don't know Sean, they should know Sean.
Don't you guys send Mark Tremonti rev amps at one point? I swear I've seen a video of him playing out of two Gen 100s or the 120. Yeah, Mark and I are really good friends. I actually was down at his place last week. That was part of why I wasn't here and got to play. I was down there for some other business and got to hang out with him and play one of his new dumbles. And he did just tell me that he got a Larry, but it wasn't at his house, it was at their studio. And I'm like, I gotta go back and play that Larry.
I've heard a lot about those, yeah.
Larry's?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never played one. I just know the folklore around them. And it's like,
I've never heard anything other than if you can try one,
yeah.
you're going to want it.
Mark said it's amazing. So,
Sam,
Yeah.
would you say Mr. Zaiteki would be underrated?
Oh, yeah, Jacob's Techie. Yeah, 10,000%. Yeah, dude, I don't even know how to classify that guy. It is so far beyond anything. Jacob's Techie, if you've ever heard of this kid, Polish guy, it is otherworldly music. Not just guitar music, but music.
Mateus Mancuso.
Matteo Mancuso.
Mancuso, yeah.
He's popping though.
Yeah.
And he's totally unique.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah, totally. Have you seen him play what is it where he picks it?
Was it Eruption?
I think it was Eruption where he picks it instead of taps it, and it's just he does the but he picks it like that, and Rick Beato's watching him just
Just
what is going on?
Mark was actually the one that told me about him. He's like, have you checked out Matteo Mancuso? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, like this past week?
No, this
Okay.
was a year ago.
He's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, Mark's with PRS, obviously everybody knows that. And yes, I have played his MT100. I have not played one from any stores or anything. So my super hard flex is that I've only played his. So they sound killer.
Yeah.
I know some people have said that the mid-range is funny on the Overdrive channel. I didn't find that on his that I played, but I haven't played I don't know if
a
his
stock.
I don't know if the one that he had there is a a production model that got sent to him, or if it was pre-production models or what. But it sounds badass the way he has it set up. Yeah, and no, his rig sounds.
That's cool.
so
He was
good.
into Matteo Mancuso though.
He's into. Sean's one of his favorite guitar players in the world. Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, Mark loves Tubbs.
Wes
So-
Borland is underrated.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
If you could have a signature guitar, who'd you want to make it? Man, what a great question.
They already make it.
Adrian, good shout. Christian Wensner from
It's the Nick
Obscura.
Johnson.
Yeah, who used to play with Necrophagist.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the perfect guitar.
no, it is a perfect guitar, but they're asking if you could have your own signature guitar,
I know. The
right?
joke
And
fell
they're
flat.
asking who would make it. So
The joke
would
fell
you?
flat.
Okay, so Luke, I know what you're saying. So Luke, you would say Schecter.
I think right now, yeah,
So
they're killing it.
Yeah, they are killing it.
I would say it's a toss-up of 5 companies for me that I would either get Schecter USA, like Schecter Custom Shop. I would get James Tyler guitars.
Oh yeah.
I would get Tom Anderson guitars.
Yep.
I would get Novo guitars.
Yep.
Or I would get Veritas guitars.
Oh yeah.
Those are the 5 companies that, to me, like, everything I touch from them is just amazing. That being said, this guitar is my number 1. That guitar I thought would be my number 2. And it's really great, and I don't know if I just haven't played it enough yet. That's probably part of it. But I do feel like I like the neck on the Novo more than I like the neck on the Anderson.
It's thicker.
Yeah.
The Anderson's
So
thicker. Yeah.
they're meant to be this. I'm getting a Veritas, and oh yeah, Sully as well. I should put Sully on that list because the Sully 612 or 622 that I played at the Dallas Guitar Show. If you guys saw the reel that he shared of Ben Eller playing at our booth, he's playing a
We
white
collabed on
Strat.
that. It should be on our
style.
page, actually. We collabed on it.
Yeah, that thing was probably one of the closest to this guitar that I've ever played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really great.
The Sully,
and-
he had that, like, I don't want to say Explorer, but, like, he had that offset Explorer kind of style guitar at NAMM that just ripped.
Oh, it was a
The Raven.
Firebird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Raven.
Yeah.
Yep. The man, Sully, EB Rooster, like Bluesman Vintage, man, there's so many good builders out there. Like it's insane. And I'm very, very thankful that we're friends with so many of them and have built, decent relationships with lots of them. Mine would be cheesy and potato chip resistant. I don't care if it's resistant at all. Like, I'm just gonna eat them. I don't care.
In all honesty, it would be absorbent, actually.
Yeah.
Cheesy absorbent.
Like if I licked the neck when I was done, it would taste like salt and vinegar chips. Or Cheetos. Yeah, it's not a bad move.
It's like one of those
Not a bad
scratches
move. Better than the Musk Lifesavers.
I don't know, man. I ate all of them.
I know.
That's insane,
Wrong
dude.
with you.
Yeah, dude. I literally might have just eaten a bar, so.
Yeah, Adrian, the single cut that Sully had, I can't remember what it was called, and I don't know if he's still here. What was that thing called? I don't remember. It was really all of the Sully stuff is really great. John builds really, really nice guitars. Why haven't I gotten a Sully yet? Honestly, just money right now. I'm not spending any money just with the way the economy is. Like I'll buy some pedals here and there, but I haven't bought any guitars or anything. Oh, it's the Trella. Thank you, TJ. I know. Okay, so here's another thing about Sully guitars. If TJ Silger tells me that something is great, I am immediately going to be like,
Oh, TJ tried the Sully stuff?
this is awesome. And TJ said, like, Sully is great. He's a good friend. Check his stuff out. You'll have a good time with him.
Yeah.
TJ's 100% right about having a good time with John and,
Yeah.
like, the stuff being great. So
Yeah.
anytime TJ has an opinion on something, I'm all ears.
I usually agree.
Yeah.
Actually, by usually, I mean always.
So,
Yeah.
and I will say this about the Schecter stuff. As much as I love this guitar, I've played 2 other Nick Johnson Strats, I think. American, like where
Well,
I've played them.
the one
like,
that I have.
Yeah, like a decent amount. The one that you have.
See, the one that I have, I think feels like this, but you
Yeah.
don't.
I just think this is better.
Yeah.
It just feels a bit better. I don't know why.
I mean, they're handmade, so
yeah.
there'll be some variants for sure.
So I
Lance, that's awesome. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Looking forward to building that for you.
I'm looking forward to somebody else building that for you and hearing about it when it leaves, and hopefully seeing photos of it on our social media.
Basically what I'm saying too, but I'll just yell at people to make sure it happens. so
Thank
yeah.
you, Scott Craker and Bo, for making sure that, and David and Rich for making sure that Lance's amp and cabinet are built in a timely
Yeah.
and professional, to the highest of standards manner. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. That's probably who I would pick. And I will buy some other guitars. I just, I want to wait to see that the economy doesn't take a complete shit on us any worse than it already has before I start buy more stuff. And I made kind of a deal with my wife that she didn't push me to make at all, but I just said, like, I'm not gonna buy more things unless I'm getting rid of something. And I'm now at the point where, like, there's not a lot of stuff that, like, I want to get rid of that I have. Like, I started thinking about what guitars I would get rid of, and apart from that Les Paul traditional that's kicking around here, there's not a lot that I'm like, I gotta move that out the door, so, yeah. But we'll see. I'm also getting a Veritas, so, yeah. Sean's new James Tyler looks really, really great.
That thing looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about single pickup guitars, though, I'll be honest. I don't use multiple pickups a lot, but I do use normally at least the neck and the bridge.
I was gonna say
So,
for clean
yeah.
hands for me is the biggest thing, but
I don't like the Sir that I got. It's not my favorite. It's not. It's a nice guitar. I find that there's guitars like that are super modern. Like the Anderson feels really modern to me, and I find what happens is Sam gels with them more than I do. And I can almost guarantee when I pick up a guitar, like when I traded for the Sir, I messaged Sam because as soon as I felt the neck, I was like, this isn't my thing. I'm 99% sure it's his though. So I'm probably still gonna do it and bring it back because he's gonna be into it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
and I am. I like it.
Yeah. So I would say like like you're not a big like White Falcon fan or like the Gretsch, right? Like where I'm
very cool guitars, but I would never play one. Ever, yeah.
You should really cycle through all of your guitars. Man, that would take a lot.
It would. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do it on a stream. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for sure, sometime, maybe we should do that as one of the streams where we just like go through guitars and talk about like what's cool about them or why they're special.
Yeah, why we've hung on to them. Like why
Yeah.
these ones are our favorites. That's honestly a good idea.
Yeah, like even as dumb as it sounds, like that Schecter Razor guitar is...
It's great.
It's ridiculous how good it is.
For what it is.
Yeah, especially for like an import. I couldn't believe how good the neck feels on that guitar and how good it sounded. So, Robert Baker, there he is. Hey Rob, do you want to come to Canada? Like come up to Canada here with us and do stream 10 guitars, 1 amp, 1 hillbilly?
That's a good idea, Rob.
Yeah, Rob will not leave Tennessee now that he's there.
That's because it's a good place.
Yeah, well, he used to live in Iowa, and like, you know, he wouldn't leave Iowa either, or Ohio, whatever he calls it.
Not Idaho.
It might have been Idaho.
I was just in Idaho. I'm
Is
only
it the
asking that
potato
'cause
place, or is it the corn place, or is it the other place?
I was just in Idaho, and I actually really liked it. It was
Boise?
Boise's
Yeah.
awesome. It's such a cool
Yeah.
town.
A rig rundown with, well, you're in luck that Sam and I are gonna start actually properly building our pedal boards, because as much as my pedal board might look like we built it, Manny built this for me at NAMM last year to be able to showcase just a few pedals, and there is a lot of stuff that is supposed to be on my board that we have just never gotten around to doing. And that's one of our like goals for this summer, is to do like our proper like board builds with, you know, MIDI switchers and stuff like that, and show you guys like, you know, if I was playing out with a band, what would I most likely be using? What would that rig be? And then when I'm playing at church, how I can use the, you know, we're both using the Gig Rig G3 switchers is what we decided on. But like, why are we using those and how can we use them? So we'll be doing that sometime in the next, I don't know.
Few months.
I got to admit, I want one of those guitar boats. Like the actual, like, or like a vault, like an actual guitar vault.
Yeah.
For no reason. I will never move all of that stuff
We
with
could
it.
we could really easily humidify it.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
Listen to the reasons to waste money on a vault.
Just throw a pack in
we
there.
could just get rid of that shelf that's
fret
right back
spout.
there
Yeah.
and put a vault there. Oh. Aren't they like $3,000?
I
Doesn't
mean,
matter.
if
Looks
if you were to get one that we didn't have to actually tour with and put in a trailer, you could spend a couple grand. Like for one that you're gonna tour with and throw in a truck, yeah, a few grand. But if it's not gonna leave the shop, who's to say?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that idea. All right, well, we're getting really long.
Yeah. Should get on out of here.
I got to fly in the morning, so
Are you? You're not here next week. So
I'm not here
it'll
next
be
week.
Me and Luke next week. So we'll figure out some stuff to do. Are you here? Sweet. We'll figure something out. You're here next week? Great. Manny can do audio and video by himself.
B-Town Hardcore Night? That's what you're doing? Okay, I do have to say this. You can't be on the stream if you keep wearing those shorts.
All right, I'll wear pants.
Yeah, I don't care about pants.
Okay, it kind of works there.
Vaults normally hold like 10 to 12 guitars.
Goodbye.